You want strength? You want power? You want control over your life? Then you must begin where all true power begins. Inside your mind. Because without mastering your thoughts, you'll never master your life. Lesson 1. The real battlefield is not the world. It's your mind. People think the greatest fights happen in the ring, on the battlefield, or in the marketplace. But that's not the real war. The greatest war is the one you fight every day, between the part of you that wants to give up and the part that knows you were made for more. It's the battle to stay focused in a world full of noise, the battle to believe in yourself when life keeps trying to break you, the battle to stay disciplined when comfort screams louder than purpose. And the warriors, they win this battle before the day even begins. Lesson 2. What is a warrior? A warrior is not just someone who holds a sword. A warrior is someone who holds responsibility, who shows up when it's hard, who leads when others panic, who stands firm when the world shakes. A warrior doesn't always feel strong, but they act strong anyway. A warrior doesn't always feel brave, but they move forward anyway. Why? Because they've trained their mind to serve the mission, to reject weakness, to choose discipline over emotion. They know that every thought is a choice, and every choice either sharpens or dulls the blade of their mind. Lesson 3. You can't control life, but you can control how you face it. You can't stop the storm. You can't avoid failure. You can't erase pain, but you can control one thing: how you face it. With panic or with purpose, with fear or with focus, with excuses or with execution. The warrior doesn't need the odds to be fair. He doesn't ask for permission. He doesn't wait for the perfect moment. He trains his mind to fight regardless, to stand even when shaken, to keep going even when broken, because life will test you. And the only thing that determines whether you rise or fall is the strength of your mind. Lesson 4. Discipline is the daily sword. Discipline is the weapon that separates dreamers from doers. Motivation is temporary. It's a spark. But discipline is the fire you build every day. You don't feel like doing it? Do it anyway. You're tired? Push anyway. You're scared? Move anyway. A warrior trains even when he doesn't want to, because he knows the mind I train today determines the life I live tomorrow. Discipline is uncomfortable, but so is regret, and you get to choose which pain you live with. Lesson 5. Calm is control. Chaos is weakness. In a chaotic world, calm is a superpower. Warriors don't scream, they don't overreact, they observe, they assess, then they act, because panic makes mistakes. Emotion clouds, judgment. But calm gives you power. It gives you clarity. It gives you leadership. Calm isn't weakness. It's inner dominance. Train your mind to stay steady when life gets loud, to pause when you want to explode, to reflect when others react. That's the difference between breaking under pressure and rising under fire. Lesson 6. Repetition builds mental muscle. You want strength? Then repeat, repeat, repeat. Not until you get it right, but until it becomes part of you. Warriors don't rise in the moment. They rise because they've practiced in the dark. They've failed and gotten up. They've doubted and kept going. They've stumbled but never stopped. And every time you show up, when you don't feel like it, you build that mental armor. The reps no one sees are the results everyone admires. Well, lesson 7. Pain is feedback, not failure. Pain isn't a stop sign, it's a signal. It's telling you, this is where most people quit. What are you going to do? A weak mind runs from pain. A trained mind learns from it. Warriors don't avoid pain, they face it, they feel it, and then they rise above it. Every scar is a chapter, every bruise is a badge, and every tear is a test. Don't fear pain. Fear the life you'll live if you keep avoiding it. Lesson 8. Your mind is won or lost in the first hour of your day. You pick up your phone, you give the world control, you hit snooze, you train comfort. But if you wake up with purpose and own your morning, you begin training your mind before the world can interrupt. Gratitude over gossip. Focus over frenzy. Intention over impulse. Warriors don't start reactive, they start ready. Start your day like your life depends on it, because it does. Lesson 9. You don't have time to be weak-minded. This life isn't just about you. Your strength, your mindset, your decisions. They affect everyone who looks up to you, everyone who's counting on you, everyone who silently watches how you handle life. You don't have the luxury of giving up, of folding when things get tough, of quitting when it hurts. You were born with fire, born with a mission, and now it's time to act like it. Train your mind like your future depends on it. Because it does. So do your dreams. So does your legacy. Lesson 10. The mind you feed becomes the life you live. What you feed your mind grows. You can feed it fear, distractions, complaints, or you can feed it clarity, strength, and purpose. Every thought you allow is planting a seed, and eventually, your mind will grow a garden or a battlefield. Feed your mind with greatness, and it will lead you to greatness. Feed it with doubt, and you'll live in chains you created yourself. Choose carefully what you read, what you watch, who you listen to, because your future is being shaped by what you consume today. Lesson 11. Build mental walls against negativity. You will be judged. You will be doubted. You will be misunderstood. But you are not here to please everyone. You are here to fulfill your purpose. Build mental walls so strong that negativity cannot break through, so high that doubt cannot climb over, so thick that fear cannot sneak in. The warrior mind does not shrink for comfort. It expands under pressure. You don't need validation. You need vision. You don't need applause. You need alignment. Stay locked in. Stay grounded. Stay dangerous in the most peaceful way. Lesson 12. Your mindset becomes your identity. Every time you show discipline, you prove something to yourself. Every time you get back up, you rewrite the story of who you are. That's the power of mindset. It's not just mental, it becomes your identity. You are not weak, you are not stuck, you are not lost. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. One powerful thought at a time. Train your mind until it stops asking for permission and starts creating permission, until it stops fearing failure and starts demanding greatness. Final message. The mind of a warrior. You are not soft. You are not broken. You are not average. You were made to rise, made to overcome, made to lead. But it all starts in your mind. Train it like a warrior. Sharpen it like a blade. Feed it like a muscle. Every day, every hour, every decision. Because in the end, it's not about how much talent you have. It's about how strong your mind is when the pressure hits. That's what separates warriors from worriers. Train your mind like a warrior. So when life gets hard, you wish it enough for when the guess and that's why the obi board like the eye. Try, don't crumble. You rise.